Nah, you know what? Let's fire it up. I have my little conceit for how I want to do the next run through, but I think, yeah, we can do some live setup. Let me go ahead and change some stuff over here. I need to close Firefox. It's taking up way too much fucking memory. I've had the entire Deep Fear OST open in YouTube tabs for like 3 days now, and it's just taking up way too much memory. Okay, there we go. Oh yes, live demo. Alright. Wait, shit, hang on, wrong one. I gotta load it through Mod Organizer. I forgot that doesn't work. Because Mod Organizer organizes things in a very different way. Okay, is there anything that I don't want to... let me see. Yeah, no, we good. You know it's a Bethany Esda joint when all of my PC fans just immediately spin up to top speed. There it goes. There's the old classic. And let's switch. Not yet. It's getting there, though. There's one thing I want to change here. Okay, good. It is in borderless. Alright. I love it. So, you haven't been around for Frost before, have you? It's a trip. Come to think of it, I actually have no idea if I don't think they changed the opening cinematic. That seems like something that Red would end up doing one of these revisions of Frost Plus. Since it's fairly trivial to replace this. Yeah, no, this is exactly the same. I'll tell you what isn't the same, though.
Just let go. It'll all be over soon.
It's just... nuclear war, really? Could that actually happen?
You think?
Here we go again.
The Country Roads mini nuke mod is the gift that keeps on giving. Anyway, so we have some presets here. We have... Oh! He is risen. He's not all fucked up. I'm shocked. Last time I clicked this, he was some kind of bizarre human Ouroboros. Weird. Well, anyway, this is the guy we're bringing back. You may remember Miami Mike, if you're watching this in the VOD. Muna, you never met Miami Mike, but he was probably the most successful of the characters that we ran through. Here. He had the best time. Well, okay, no, he did not have the best time. He had arguably the worst time, actually. But he got the furthest of anyone. Everyone else kind of ended up getting hung up on stuff, but Miami Mike, he set out to accomplish many tasks, and he accomplished maybe like 1 or 2 of them, which is more than anyone else did. But at the end of his previous adventure, he attempted to take on the entire remaining U.S. military, and it didn't go well for him. He died. He got blown up. Actually, I think he just got shot to death, but a bunch of soldiers got blown up. Yeah, he has a kind of sensitivity to him. He looks like these are the eyes of someone who knows what is about to happen to him. But anywho, are there just nukes going off at random during the care gen? Hey, that rules. This is really good. I'm so glad that they put the character creation into Frost Plus. There was another one, a functional new game that more or less did this, but it didn't have the extra little bits. Anywho, I want to change some stuff about him. This is him post getting blown up by the military, more or less. He's been through it. We're going to be more or less starting fresh, but I want to reflect some of that history on his face. I want him to keep his sort of enthusiasm, but...
Oh, looking good.
That was the wrong button. Okay, it's right-click to move. There we go. Hair's getting a little grayer. And then extras. Let's give him a big-ass anime scar. Nah, he needs, like... Okay, no, he's not the Joker. He's not the Joker yet, anyway. I go for...
Well, hello, handsome.
Did that not do? Okay, you have to hit space.
You look as good as the day we met.
Yeah, that's probably true. There we go. There's the I haven't slept in 9 years gaze. There we go. Oh, no, hang on. It didn't do the eye socket shade. There we go.
Good, if I do say so myself.
Hey, you know what's really funny? All of this fiddly bullshit with the character generator and how, like, they got instant feedback on, hey, doing this on keyboard and mouse is a gigantic pain in the ass, you should probably fix it. They made this worse in Fallout 76. They made every single interface thing worse in that. Alright, and he is still very skinny, right? There we go. Yeah, that's as skinny as we want to go right there. Make him too massful. It won't be true to the original. Like, I've told you about Snake Guy, right? This was a story from back when I was working at ABC. There was this dude who would come
Passengers
in.
of the Columbia, if you're still on board, please evacuate immediately.
Excuse? Did you hear that? Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard that voice line. Seems like they're hurrying us along. Anyway, Snake Guy that would regularly come in to work. Oh yeah, it's, there's a reason.
Passengers of the Columbia, if you're still on board, please evacuate immediately.
We're just gonna confirm this in case this is gearing up to do something mean. I'll have an opportunity to tell you about Snake Guy in a minute. We're not gonna touch that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna open this door. Hey, buddy. Oh yeah, that's the one. The classic. And I actually have Miami Mike's stats here. I recovered them from the old VOD. He had very high agility. Alright, I think a couple of these I juiced them with bobbleheads or something. Let's see. Perception 5, endurance. And then 7 agility. Having high agility worked out for us. So we're gonna stick with this for now. Let me know if this is too loud. Ah, good. The doors thing works. Good. I'm gonna go on here. And I'm gonna turn that off. There we go. So that's a little less overpowering. We're going to go into audio, and we're going to turn all this down a little bit, like right about here. Okay. Anyway, after all that build-up and saying for about the last 5 minutes that I would finish the story of Snake Guy, I think ultimately all I can really say is it's a guy who came into the store a bunch. He would always talk about how he raised and sold exotic reptiles, primarily snakes. and he always had the weirdest, just like off the cuff, apropos of nothing advice. He was very memorable, and he looked like this guy. Alright, so we've got some options here. Where is Miami Mike going to find himself when he awakes from his coma? We have Glowing Sea, Train Car, Museum of Witchcraft, Access Tunnels. I don't know what's down there. Commonwealth, Basement, Trailer. And we have the secret one up here, which is Hideout, but we're not doing that one. Usually he was wearing an Iron Maiden t-shirt, but he had the vibe that if he could get away with just coming in tidy whities, he would. Trailer, you say? Yeah, we can do trailer. So, now we're in a trailer. A Nuka World jumpsuit. Let's put that on. That is 100% what happened last time. There are a lot of radios in here. Take that cram. I'm gonna take some of these bottles. And then probably some of these cans. I think I can use them for stuff. Some rum. We're gonna need this board, I think. Oh yeah, looking very normal now. There's nothing in there, nothing in there. Can pick some glowing fungus. Oh, a mini nuke. A single mini nuke. There's nothing in any of this stuff. That's a very good question. I think it might have been this guy. Pipe pistol. Roasted mystery fish. Winter jacket and jeans. Ultimately, our Nuka World jumpsuit is probably a little better. So we have a pistol with 9 shots and a board. Yeah, I think this is the guy that dragged us away from Fenway Park. Just don't know why. His motivations are a mystery to us, and after saving us, he himself perished. I think I'm actually going to stick with the pipe wrench. Pipe wrench is a little more aesthetic. So one of the things that we can do, let me go ahead and get all this boring shit out of the way. We have some stuff that we can do here. Don't worry yourself about this. I'm just going to change a default setting real quick. There we go. These, I think I'm just going to leave them as they are. I already have my UI set up. Let's see. No. We're going to turn all this crap off because it has a lot of... Yeah, now it has a lot of script load. I don't remember how any of this crap works. But we want to turn that off. Bring that down. We're going to bring this down to about 2, and we're going to set this to something that I've found resulted in some interesting circumstances. Closest and safest bed. We're going to leave items can be stolen on. And yeah, that seems about good. These are mostly default. This is what I'm using to enable quick saving and quick loading in survival, which, oh, and the console, which is mandatory. You should never have that off. And it's just gonna reboot. There we go. And then there's one thing that we need to go in here real quick and change manually. This is the one. I was saving script load on the other one so that I could use it for this one. These are already off. Okay. Resets. 0. Deactivate this one. And I think we're good there. Okay. How we doing on inventory? 29 out of 65. That's perfectly fine. Okay, now we can quick save and we can go out into the Commonwealth. So you may be wondering, after these 5 long months it's been since Miami Mike was lost in action. Oh, fuck me. How did Mike survive? How did Mike... Oh no, this is just a rad storm. We're very close to the glowing sea, though. We would probably want to go northeast. Oh, we've lost all of our Pip-Boy locations. But anyway, you may be wondering, how did Mike survive? It seemed pretty cut and dry that he had been killed by the military, but here he is, alive and whole, and only a little worse for wear. After what appears to have been a 5-month coma that erased all of his Pip-Boy locations and all of his levels and perks. Don't worry about it. What could have happened? Well, you're about to find out, actually.
You're dead. Again.
Is it gonna do the thing? Is it gonna do the thing? Is it gonna do the thing? Oh, wait, what the fuck? We actually died. That's not supposed to be possible. Hang on, I goofed up a setting. This is why I wanted to go through and do some configuration first. Consider this episode 0. Oh, you know what I bet it was? I bet it was because... Let's see. think it might be because I turned all of these off. And if these are off, then I can't get knocked out. Okay, we'll just have to fuck around with that later. Let's reboot the universe again real quick. There we go. We rebooted the universe. Everything is fine now. Deathclaw's still there. We're gonna try and get as far away from that as possible. We're probably not gonna manage it, because it's pretty perceptive, and we're not as... Oh, it's also in the direction that we need to go, so that's bad. Shit. Oh! Holy shit!
Of the afterlife is all that awaits you now.
We died again. How is that
More peace
happening?
in that world than you found in this one.
I've been waiting to reveal the dramatic title of this playthrough, but I can't because it's not true. I mean, yeah, the mechanism seems fairly clear. The problem, I think, is... Oh, actors that can be KO'd. Okay. Alright, yeah. Alright. Let's turn all of this back on. Reboot the universe again for the third time. Oh, I'm not concerned about escaping from it. I am once again counting on the presence of the Deathclaw to help me in revealing the secret title of this playthrough. This time, I'm going to sacrifice myself to it.
Hope you saved your game, 'cause you're dead.
That shouldn't be happening. I have tested this, and I don't know why it's doing that. What's supposed to happen is, when I quote-unquote die, I fall down, and I get teleported somewhere else. Let me try something. I'm gonna pop this back open that has the default settings on. And I'm gonna go in. I gotta go through NPC travels again. Let me try editing it with the holotape. The worst part about editing this with the... Oh, god damn it, I missed it. Hang on. Is that you have to click through options that just kind of cycle, instead of just selecting it in the menu. There. And since we're still in the trailer, this should reboot a little faster. There we go. Alright. take the gas mask, the jumpsuit. Gonna take the uncooked cram, a couple of these. We're just gonna drink this. Oh yeah, Stealth Boy. Didn't realize that was there before. Yeah, I bet that would help quite a bit. Okay, and then before I head back out, go through NPC's travel one more time. Promise this will get slightly more interesting shortly. It's certainly more interesting than base game Fallout 4, which we would still be in the tutorial for, I'm sure, by this point. Okay. Oh, I hope you're enjoying the music, by the way. One of the things I have installed is an alternate soundscape. Oh yeah, there it is. Come here, buddy. I need to see if this shit works. There it goes. It works. Yeah, it's time for a nap. I did a little bit of testing where I changed this to on the floor instead of in the closest and safest bed, and you can get into some wild, just like, death loops, I suppose. Here we go. Interesting. I think we might be in... I forgot about that. I think we might be in Taffington Boathouse. Interesting. Don't worry about it. Anyway. So... Got a broken arm. Couple of very minor conditions, but ultimately all we really lost is some time. Because, and I will tell you, dear viewer, the secret title that I have been insinuating is Frost Season 3. Miami Mike Can Never Die. He can suffer. He can acquire conditions. He can have his arms and legs and head broken. But he cannot perish. Under no circumstances is he allowed to die.
Hackerman.
Well, that's normal. The normal game plays that. I don't know if this is base game or not. Frost adds a lot of terminals.
If I only had a bobby pin.
Don't have a bobby pin. Never pay more than for a computer. Ah, okay, this isn't Taffington Boathouse. I actually don't know where we are. Oh, we're actually not far. We're just a little bit northeast. Pretty much exactly where we were going. Or where we wanted to go, rather. We are tired from lack of sleep. Which, mood. We are hungry and thirsty as well. We're also still drunk, interestingly enough. So I think what we're actually going to do is... we're going to eat some food. And we're going to sleep for like... about 6 hours. Take the edge off of having died. There we go. And we're good. So another interesting thing you may notice, our radiation went away. I have added a very, very slow regeneration effect. Again, Mike is allowed to accumulate conditions, but he cannot perish, not permanently. So we can run into scenarios where we very clearly cannot proceed. We can end up in really bad situations. Oh, hang on. Chat's not supposed to be in that spot. That is a bad spot for chat to be in. Let me move that right up there. Let me see. I don't think I can actually make anything without blacksmith. And I don't have any parts anyway. So I'm not going to mess with this. That's normal. Don't worry about it. It's fine. This is just the base game. You remember Fallout 4. God. Debating whether or not to come clean on what exactly happened. I think it's actually very good, is the thing. Oh, hey, bladed tire iron. Nice. I'm gonna hold on to that just in case. But let me... I think we'll keep heading north at this point. Just kind of see what we come across. And yeah, I suppose I'll tell you what's up. So the mod causing the very strange effects here, was a collaboration between myself, Blossom, and Deneb. It includes contributions from everyone, and it replaces all but one piece of like poster, advertisement, company logo, whatever, in the entire game. And it replaces them with really good and cool stuff. As you'll see as we continue. Ah, the Natick Police Department. I'm gonna take those sunglasses. Oh yeah, there are a lot of officers down in here. I feel like my FOV is wrong. One second. That seems a little better. Maybe... It seems to go back to what it was.
Bobby pins.
Oh, hey, overdue book. Let's see, there's another one up there. I fell. Yeah, there was no way I was just gonna play regular Fallout 4. Oh, I remember this place. We had a grand old time here. There's a lot of those. Hey there, bud. Ghouls are real mean in Frost. So you can see right now, he doesn't know we're here. Is this silenced? No, it is not. We're probably better off with melee. Come here, bud. Come on. Come here. Come closer. It's possible. They're not perceptive. But they are extremely radioactive. So this mod does two things. This mod does two things to ghouls. One, it makes them super fucking radioactive. They will do way more damage to you with their radiation than anything else. The second thing it does is, you may recall that ghouls heal from radiation. Something that happens in Frost, you may notice the first thing that we did was we put a gas mask on. Would you take a guess as to what happens if we take this off? I'll show you. We start getting irradiated by atmospheric radiation. It's just straight up Metro rules. You can't be outside without a gas mask. A pipe bolt action rifle. This is 308, which we have none of. We at least have some 38. Pipe action is very different, yeah. Yeah, no, that would get us demonetized immediately. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to drop the tire iron. I'm going to hold on to the rifle and the vanishingly rare chance that we get some 308. Oh, we can show this on Twitch, though. That's perfectly fine. There's another ghoul around here somewhere. Oh, there's also a little bit of glowing fungus. Oh, that's normal. So you may recall that this location here is normally where super mutants hang out. That has been changed. One of the things that Frost has going for it is that there is a very large and robust modding community for it. And there are a whole lot of add-ons. So bits of the game that have been kind of forgotten by the base game have been kind of taken up by the community. So super mutant locations are cursed now. They're cursed. Well, hang on. One at a time, folks. Woofa. Yes, but in this case, it gives it kind of a modular design. Locations that the original mod didn't really touch much of. Like, in this case, yeah, this looks pretty fucking cool. In this case, since one of the lore things that's going on with Frost that I completely forgot to mention, yeah, they still haven't fixed this bug. It's not 2287. It is 2082. It's been 3 years since the war. So there's no super mutants. So when they got rid of just like super mutant spawns, it still left the locations with all the blood bags and stuff. So making them into like weird cultist hangouts. Oh, absolutely, I agree. But they made them into like weird cultist hangouts. Wrapped cap. And a 4-crank laser musket. Interesting. Well, we're spoiled for choice on apparel now. I'm actually really fond of the... Let's see here, 243, 333. I'm fond of the tattered field jacket, to be honest. What, the cop shades? Yeah, get rid of them. But we can put on a skull bandana and a wrapped cap. Hang on, the skull bandana isn't protecting us. There we go. Yeah, there we go. We look good. We look great. We're feeling fine. We're loving life. I'm gonna get rid of that and that as well. He is very skinny. And also, he's got a broken leg, so I'm hoping we can find somewhere to sleep. I looked into enabling slow limb regen, but you just can't regenerate limbs on survival at all. Which, that's fine. Oh hey, a machete. It's 18, it's 22. Yeah, I think we're going to be holding on to that. Mm-hmm. It's a shame I couldn't figure out how to get at least some kind of slow limb regeneration in, because if it wasn't obvious from the title, me making Mike a little more grizzled, and the extremely slow but present health regen, I got to thinking this after I was thinking, as I often do about that movie we watched, He Never Died. It is never far from my thoughts. And it occurred to me, as I was thinking about Fallout 4, that's sort of like implacable, but still like harmable sort of model. Could be fun for this sort of thing, since our grand experiment of constantly re-rolling characters never really worked out. There is nothing for us up here. I was hoping to find, like, a sleeping bag or a bed. And we can't get back up. Or can we? No, we can't. Oh, nope, we can. We just had to try very hard. going outside actually did do something for us. It turned off the curse, and we can leave now. Oh hey, we level up. Oh, so this is another thing that I've added. This is something that we have been familiar with for some time. This is a much better perk menu. They just added the old one, and it's better. Let me hide the ineligible ones. So, this one, drinks quench thirst by additional 25. Interesting. Oh, there's sanity mechanics in this, by the way. I think we're going to get a lot of mileage out of melee weapons. So I'm going to pick up Blacksmith. Yeah, the alternate music, this is easily my favorite music replacer, which is saying a lot because my second favorite music replacer is the one that just puts the music from Stalker in this. I forget what this one is called. Also, it sounds like something real bad is out there. God, and you know what I haven't even done? I haven't even opened up the radio yet. I have a lot of radio stations installed. I have some very good ones in here. Like, let's see. You've probably heard this music. I make very heavy use of it in my tabletop games as intermission music. I renamed it to Fallon's Radio for lore compliance, but this is Kmart Radio from the Nexus. It is all bootlegs of proprietary Kmart music from the late 70s, mid to late 80s, and early 90s. Oh? By all means. Oh, I would love to. Oh my god, that would be perfect. Okay, I know that there is a mod that adds a custom radio station. I bet I could do that. For now, though, let me see here. Oh, I do have Silent Hill Radio. This just has the Silent Hill soundtrack. Will this get the VOD muted? I don't know. Nothing wrong with that. Someone appears to be firing a missile launcher. Oh, the level up jingle, by the way, is the Reading Rainbow jingle. Oh, we got poisoned. Damn. We'll just have to crawl somewhere else, somewhere safe. we'll use this time to reflect on our mistakes. The mistake was... exactly. The mistake was, I think... Oh yes, we're going to get a lot of use out of that. The mistake here, I think, was I blocked at exactly the wrong time. Okay. So we're still pretty busted. We're gonna take a quick little nap and regrow our legs. There we go. And we'll just we'll regenerate the rest as we go. I forgot about that one. Good lord. It was there the whole time. We just never turned around. It is now midnight. I have forgotten what the... Oh, there it is. It's Q. I was looking in the wrong direction. So what we did wrong there was we saw... Yep. We saw where one mine was, and we didn't look to see if there were other ones. And for that, our toes have paid the price. We're getting a lot of use out of this bed. Okay. We're just gonna call this a night and wait for daytime. There we go. Hopefully whoever was slinging missiles around is gone. Let's not go there. In fact, let's continue just going north. Let's go past the evil church. And, actually, north is pretty much just through this town. Let's very carefully not go near that. Let's not go in there. Let's just get through town as quickly and safely as possible. Well, now we die. There we go. Don't know how that works. That is not a gate. Oh, shit. That's another death claw. Actually, I bet that's probably the same death claw, to be honest. Oh, I got distracted earlier when I was talking about ghouls. There was actually a third thing that they do. Oh, wait, no, it was the second thing, but I never finished talking about it. The atmospheric radiation. Ghouls heal from radiation, so they are more or less... good taste. There are more or less pretty much impossible to kill unless you shoot them in the head. Everything else resists damage and heals very fast. So they are very dangerous. Indeed, and they are some really fucking good tracks. Silent Hill, one of the all-time soundtracks. Oh, that's mean. Oh, look at that. I didn't even realize that was a trap. Oh, huh. I didn't know she was the major in that. Although I never saw much of Standalone Complex. Uh-oh. There's people in there.
Hiding? What are you, scared?
Actually, should probably turn the radio off because I have a thing installed that makes it so enemies can hear it. Was this smart to do? Probably not. Actually, I have a couple of cells. Okay. Four cranks. There's the missile launcher guy. Come on. He must be out of missiles. Yeah, they must be out of missiles and or bullets. Well, that's a shame for them. There's another one up on the roof. Oh, and there's more ghouls. That's great. Hoofa. It seems like the guy upstairs can't get down and doesn't have anything to shoot at me. So we're gonna just very quickly go through here. Scavenger's gas mask. Oh, the tattered field jacket isn't Under Armour. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that'll... God, he looks even skinnier in the road letters. Hang on, I seem to be stuck walking for some reason. Oh, am I over encumbered? Yeah, that'll do it. Let's see what this looks like. I think we're gonna keep this one. This has stat bonuses is the thing. I don't want to give it up. We're just gonna keep these then. Yeah, that's certainly a look. Alright, we need to find a way up there. Oh, he could have just come down here the whole time. Hey, bud.
What's that noise?
How you doing?
Let's do this.
There we go. I somehow cut his head out of his head. Weird. Some more road leathers. Missile launcher with no missiles. Useful, but just way too heavy. And honestly, we have way too much stuff anyway. Celebrate our murder with a cold one real quick. Oh, something that I didn't explain earlier. I mentioned obliquely and then never went really into. There is a sanity mechanic. You start with 100, you lose 2 every time you kill a person. So it is greatly incentivized to not kill literally everyone you see, but oftentimes you don't really have a choice. And I'm pretty sure... yeah, drinking raises your sanity, so... yeah, we're back to normal. We're coping perfectly well. We should probably eat something, though. So, let's keep kind of going north. Why, yes, I believe it is a Skyrim reference. Good eye, fellow traveler. Well, that's radioactive, but that's fine. Yeah, you know, these things happen. I would love to find a source of water that I could fill all these bottles with. What am I doing on inventory? 65, okay. Oh, it's also worth noting, a lot of the sort of incidental stuff that you may be noticing. I don't know why I can't go in here. I can go in there just fine. I just can't go through that. Anyway, a lot of incidental stuff you may be noticing, the drinking and eating animations, and listen carefully. Oh, that's a base game sound, never mind. Hang on, where is a non-base game one? There we go. I have something that greatly diversifies pickup sounds. God, I am carrying just way too much stuff. Why am I carrying desk fans? I don't need these. Well, here we go. There we go. That will never have any downsides. There we go. And since we filled up the bottles, there's another thing we can do here. We can scrap the junk we're carrying, which is something that I forgot about when I threw out those desk fans, so I want to go get those back. There we go. Only got one cell left for this thing, so let's see. Yeah, 4 Crank Frank is gonna have to go, unfortunately. Yeah, regrettably. Poseidon Reservoir. Yeah, why not? Let's check it out. What could possibly go wrong? Ah, well, it could be radioactive, it could be full of ghouls. It could be very full of ghouls, actually. Yes, that's true. Ah. Unfortunately, the boys got us. That was what could possibly go wrong. Yep. Let's reflect on our decisions and mistakes as we are whisked away, or are dragged away, or crawl away to somewhere safe. You can tell we're safe because the extremely Mandy combat music stopped. somewhere new. Oh no, we're somewhere old. We're back at the place where that missile launcher person was. We are extremely irradiated. We're very hungry. Nothing a quick 6-hour nap can't fix. There we go. This time, let's simply not go inside. Actually, you know what we could do? We could... No, that's not... Hang on. Hang on. What's the grenade button? F. And then we simply... lure them over here. Like so. Boop. Be cool? I don't think we cool. Okay. I think we'll be fine. That's fine. The vibe here very much is of the just kinda, well, vibing sort of thing. Honestly, apologies for being quiet myself, because every time I open my mouth to say something insightful or informative about the game, I say something really dumb instead, because I'm kinda tired. But I am... Yeah, this is... I really missed this. I really missed playing Frost.
Let's do this.
Oh, shit. Boomst? Hoofa! That is probably the longest single melee fight I've had with another human in this. My god. A worthy opponent. I'm gonna take his hat. Oh, and a bandage. Nice. Green bandana and syringe rifle, which is useless. Oh, we can't wear that with the gas mask. Except we're not being irradiated. That's weird. I don't know what's up with that. Sort of head here. Locked in mortal combat with not even a rad scorpion, just a scorpion. Actually, I should probably take the nuclear material. God, I love that one. We're having some very minor problems with irradiation, but it won't be an issue for much longer. Oh, hello. What did I just bump into? Power armor. Oh, apparently we leveled up at some point. I think Hunter is the next one we pick up. Unlike the base game, you cannot get meat from dead animals unless you have the Hunter perk. So that is necessary. This does not have a fusion core, and we do not have one with us. So unfortunately, we're not going to be walking off in this. Like so. nothing really here for us without a fusion core. Yeah, might as well. I forget what this place is. I'm really happy with how the poster replacements turned out. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. There's army remnants over there. I was hoping one of these would have a scope. Can't really get a good look at them. But that is a functional VTOL on the roof. And there are soldiers guarding it. I imagine we probably can't steal it, like... I already know game design-wise we can't. But that would be an interesting thing. Ah, shit. The fucking army got us. And here I always thought, if I were ever confronted by an army sniper, I would simply run up and kick the gun out of his hands because he's not spec'd in melee fighting.
Time to reload.
Excuse? What happened? Hello? This is a new place, I think. How did we get back here? Oh, did we actually die? I didn't think that was possible. That's real weird. I'm just gonna drop these because we have no ammo for them. Ah, right, okay, I remember where we are now. There we go. I think this means I also never filled those bottles. No, I did. Let's get some tunes.
To less than 5 kilometers if we use a newly constructed United States travel time map, which incorporates findings from the current explosion series. Another interesting experiment was the recording of 5 nougat explosions at water depths of about 4,000 feet off Santa Catalina Island, some 300 miles from the Nevada test site. Preliminary contractor evaluations comparing the ocean bottom records and university station records indicate that the ocean bottom data compare favorably with those obtained at the better land stations with respect to definition of first arrival time and phase distinction. The Nougat test series has also been used in the early field evaluation of new types of seismic detectors. Thus, on the hard hat shot, the first useful record obtained with a downhole seismic detector at large depths were obtained from the 7,500-foot level
Game over.
in an abandoned oil well near Hobart, Oklahoma. Similar encouraging results have been obtained from the 10,000-foot level of a hole near Dallas, Texas. The record from this hole for the Haymaker shot shows an improvement in signal-to-noise ratio of about 5.5 times between the surface and downhole detectors at a distance of 1,100 miles from the Nevada test site.
Just move along.
As a consequence of the
He
large
doesn't want to
number
deal
of
with
underground
us.
nuclear explosions in the Nougat series and the devoted efforts of hundreds of technicians and
That's
scientists,
fine.
an important body of
We don't have to
knowledge has
kill
now been
everyone.
accumulated.
Not even if they have a really cool hat.
Is now undergoing extensive evaluation to determine its implications in the design of a practical underground nuclear test ban control system. In the meantime, it is anticipated that such projected nuclear explosions as Shoal, Coach, the Storax series, and the Dribble series will provide further unique data of the same general type recorded from the Baylor Uniform program.
Damn, somebody domed us.
Sedan, a 100-kiloton nuclear cratering detonation, recently executed as part of the Atomic Energy Commission's Plowshare program. Plowshare envisages many uses for nuclear explosives, including applications in nuclear excavation, mining, production of useful isotopes, and power. Nuclear excavation is, however, the most straightforward application and the nearest to practical usage. The chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission has recently established within the Plowshare program a research goal to determine
Hello?
the feasibility of nuclear excavation within approximately the next 5 years. Project Sedan was the first step in implementation
hello?
of the program. The
Are we
basic
alive?
objective of Sedan was to
We
determine
are.
the cratering effects of a deeply
Arguably.
buried, high-yield nuclear explosion.
We seem to
Previous
be in a
experience
wall.
with 1 kiloton and smaller explosives has shown that as a nuclear explosion is buried deeper and deeper, crater size steadily increases until a
There we
depth
go.
burst is reached, for which crater dimensions are maximum.
You know, game, I don't think this is a safe location.
Crater size decreases. Also, as the explosion is buried deeper and deeper,
Well, we don't really have a choice. We gotta kill this thing.
the radioactivity released to the atmosphere less and less.
You fought valiantly,
It is possible
but to no
to
avail.
use a depth of burst
Your twisted and ruined body goes down in a hail of bullets,
with the release of only a
and thus
few
ends your
percent of
life in the
radioactivity.
wasteland.
Using these concepts,
Incredible.
the depth of burst chosen for Sedan was
Another interesting experiment was the recording of 5 nougat explosions at water depths of about 4,000
This game is
feet
good.
off Santa Catalina Island, some 300 miles from the Nevada test site. Preliminary contractor evaluations comparing the ocean bottom records and university station records indicate that the ocean bottom data compare favorably with those obtained at the better land stations with respect to definition of first arrival time and phase distinction. The Nougat test series has also been used in the early field evaluation of new types of seismic detectors. Thus, on the hard hat shot, the first useful record obtained with a downhole seismic detector at large depths were obtained from the 7,500-foot level in an abandoned oil well near Hobart, Oklahoma. Similar encouraging results have been obtained from the 10,000-foot level of a hole near Dallas, Texas.
Let's see what's up here.
The record from this hole for the Haymaker shot shows an improvement in signal-to-noise ratio of about 5.5 times between the surface and downhole detectors at a distance of 1,100 miles from the Nevada test site. As a consequence of the large number of underground nuclear explosions in the Nougat series and the devoted efforts of hundreds of technicians and scientists, an important body of knowledge has now been accumulated. This information is now undergoing extensive evaluation to determine its implications in the design of a practical underground nuclear test ban control system. In the meantime, it is anticipated that such projected nuclear explosions as Shoal, Coach, the Storax series, and the Dribble series will provide further unique data of the same general type to forward the objectives of the Vela Uniform program.
Bad news, gang. I've become addicted to alcohol.
Sedan, a 100-kiloton nuclear cratering detonation, recently executed as part of the Atomic Energy Commission's Plowshare program. Plowshare envisages many uses for nuclear explosives, including applications in nuclear excavation, mining, production of useful isotopes, and power. Nuclear excavation is, however, the most straightforward application and the nearest to practical usage. The chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission has recently established within the Plowshare program a research goal to determine the feasibility of nuclear excavation within approximately the next 5 years.
Well,
Project
hello.
Sedan was the first step in implementation of this program. The basic objective of Sedan was to determine the cratering effects of a deeply buried, high-yield nuclear explosions.
Oh yeah, we mysteriously died again.
Previous experience with 1 kiloton and smaller explosives has shown that as a nuclear explosion is buried deeper and deeper, crater size
Turns out that, in fact, Miami Mike can technically die.
depth of burst is
It's
reached,
just very hard.
for which crater dimensions are maximum. Below this depth, crater size decreases.
I don't know what this is. Fiddler's
Also,
Green.
as the explosion is buried deeper
I don't know
and
if that's
deeper,
base game or not.
the fraction of the radioactivity released to the atmosphere becomes less and less. Thus, it is possible to choose a depth of burst that will give almost maximum crater size with the release of only a few percent of the radioactivity. Using these concepts,
Fiddler's
the depth of
Green
burst
Trailer
chosen for
Estates.
Sedan was 635 feet.
I may have just never found
The
this.
predicted crater diameter ranged from 1,200 to 1,500 feet, and the depth from 180 to 315
Yeah.
feet.
Hmm.
The release of radioactivity was expected to be less than 4%. The explosive used for Sedan was a 100 kiloton thermonuclear device in which less than 30% of the total energy came from fission. Since only a few percent of this fission fraction escaped to the atmosphere, less than 2 kilotons of radioactivity was released by Sedan. The site of Sedan
Okay, actually, never mind. Let's not go in there.
had a test site located in southern
I
Nevada,
changed my
7 miles
mind.
northwest of Las Vegas. The specific location chosen for Sedan was at the north end of Yucca Valley, near the site of 2 earlier nuclear cratering detonations
And now we run.
explosive cratering work. Sedan was detonated at 10 a.m.
Shit.
July 6, 1962. This is a view taken from the top of a 1,500-foot tower, located 6 miles from ground zero. These sequences are being shown at about
The moon looks
1/3
very normal.
speed.
The moon is exactly how it should look.
Here continued to grow until it covered an area about 5 miles in diameter. The main cloud rose to a height of 12,000 feet above the desert floor.
Who's there?
Oh, fuck. That is the army doing army shit.
This close-up view was taken from a ground station 3 miles from ground zero. The dome rose to a height of 290 feet before it vented at 3 seconds. This
That
long
is
view
interesting.
gives a better picture of the mass of material moved by the explosion and the early stages of cloud formation.
That is apparently a recent addition in Frost Plus.
Was mixed with the fallback in the crater area. Thus, the cloud carried only a small fraction of the radioactivity.
In base game Frost, it's stated that Fenway Park is being used by the Army remnants
Pattern of light-colored dust.
to fuel and repair VTOLs,
The crater is about 1,200 feet
but
in
you couldn't
diameter
actually get in.
and 320
But
feet
the
deep.
most recent one, in Frost Plus,
Ranges in height
makes it so that you
20
can.
to 100
It is
feet.
actually a functional airbase, and apparently is actually like patrols and shit.
And the results compare favorably. The fallout pattern from Sedan extended almost due north from the crater area.
It's especially interesting since
Rankton and 3
I'm gonna go over here.
received
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
The
Sorry,
highest
ma'am.
dose received by any off-site resident was 2/10 Ranger. These isodose lines represent the dose one would receive assuming entry into the area 1 week after the shot and continuous residence thereafter. Research is being done on nuclear explosives with so little radioactivity that excavation projects will be
Y'all,
possible
there's so many death claws.
problem. Large-scale excavation projects, such as harbors and canals, require the use of
You're a
explosives
dog. What are you doing here?
100 kiloton to over a megaton.
Giving me no
Sudan has been a major step forward in the nuclear excavation program by extending
Ow.
its cratering experience into this high-yield range.
Hey. She took my gun. And all my stuff. They took my stuff and they just shared it among everyone. That's very funny.
This film shows the preparation, transport, delivery, and emplacement of the SATM in typical parachute
Thankfully.
by swimmers. Once released, the SATM falls to the end of a 17-foot lowering line attached to the jumper's parachute harness. Separating the munition from the jumper decreases the impact shock on the jumper at water entry. Keeping the munition attached to the parachute prevents free fall of the munition.
I suppose they're not all that bad then.
The jumper from losing the munition.
Still, I would like my gun
or
back.
LBCs. The strap end of the lowering line is passed through the apex of the harness and a metal ring on the underwater pressure case. Once secured, the line is coiled in a figure 8 or S coil and placed in a breakaway bag. The bag is closed with nylon thread.
Right, there's nothing
or
I
a
can
heavy
make,
rubber band.
because all my stuff was taken.
Next, a cloth cover is placed over
I'm just
the flat
gonna
end of the munition.
take a
This
quick
end of
nap.
the munition has several projections, including the arming mechanism, which might injure the parachutist.
I
or
feel
snap
ill with
parachute
weakness.
lines if not covered.
I mean, that's just every day.
The strap end of the lowering line is temporarily tied to the cloth cover to keep the lowering line from being pulled out of the breakaway bag during handling. The SATM flotation bag is similar in appearance to an air mattress.
You don't belong here.
While airborne
Get
and during the
lost.
first part of the jump, the flotation bag cushions the parachute
Okay.
and protects him from injury. To keep the munition from swinging away from the jumper, a strap from the flotation bag is attached to either the right or left leg of the jumper. with a
Alright,
quick
well,
release.
that's a Deathclaw den, and we don't want to be down there.
Releases this strap in the air just before he drops the munition to the end of the lowering line. The cloth cover on the aft end of the
Well,
munition
we're gonna
is
go up
also
here.
tied to the flotation bag to keep the cover from being lost in midair. Inflation is simple, and the flotation bag has
Oh no, that one's on me. I
the SATM afloat while
I was thinking, hey, this looks familiar, and then I didn't think
the gear into
why it looked familiar.
Preparing the
And it turns out the reason that it looked familiar was because it was exactly where we ran into a Deathclaw last time.
First, the swimmer puts on all or part of a wetsuit. Next, he puts on a standard Navy life jacket. The tethering strap from the Saddam lowering line is fastened to this waistband. The tethering strap keeps the munition joined to the swimmer after he removes the parachute harness and his lowering line strap. The swimmer's weight belt goes on over the waistband.
Let's try something slightly different.
слышны в саду даже шорохи. Все здесь замерло до утра. Если б знали вы, как мне дороги подмосковные вечера. Речка движется и не движется, вся из лунного серебра.
There's their camp.
И не слышится в эти тихие вечера.
Nothing expedient to be done about it. Radaway is extremely rare. There's something called a fungal purge, but it fucks you up real bad on account of also getting rid of radiation. Alcohol gets rid of quite a bit of it, which I think is something I modded in, but I don't remember. I wanted to, you know, go for the stalker vibe. There we go. Well, that's a machine gun turret. You don't want to go over there. Oh, this is the ration stockpile. I have been here. In another save. Okay, well, you're in power armor. Don't care for that.
Сейчас я хочу исполнить вам песню, которую, может быть, вы слышали по телевидению, по радио, она много очень исполнялась. Песня называется «Ребята 70-й широты». Белой ночью бегут олени, и синеют сплошные льды. а на 10-й параллели в это время цветут сады. А нам не страшен ни вал 9, ни холод вечной мерзлоты, ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. Ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. Если надо, значит будут и здесь сады. Пусть метели бушуют рядом, надо будет, растопим льды. И нам не страшен ни вал 9, ни холод вечной мерзлоты, ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. Ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. Пусть морозы, пусть тревоги, пусть сугробы встают крутые, мы проложим пути дороги.
Any ammo for that?
И нам не страшен ни вал 9, ни холод вечной мерзлоты, ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. Ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. И нам не страшен ни вал 9, ни холод вечной мерзлоты, ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. Ведь мы ребята 70-й
You fought
широты.
valiantly, but to no avail.
Excuse?
Your life ends in the wasteland.
I don't know what happened.
Your bones are scraped clean by the desolate wind. May you find more peace in that world than you found in this one.
И нам не страшен ни вал 9, ни холод вечной мерзлоты.
Так, пожалуйста, будь добра, не забудь и ты эти летние подмосковные вечера. Не забудь и ты эти летние подмосковные вечера.
Hi, Moo. How you doing, Moo?
Сейчас я хочу исполнить вам песню, которую, может быть, вы слышали по телевидению, по радио, она много очень исполнялась. Песня называется «Ребята 70-й широты». Белой ночью бегут олени, и синеют сплошные, а на 10-й параллели в это время цветут сады. А нам не страшен ни вал,
Really?
ни холод вечной мерзлоты, ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. Ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. Если надо, значит будут и здесь сады. Пусть метели бушуют рядом, надо будет, растопим льды. И нам не страшен ни вал 9, ни холод вечной мерзлоты, ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. Ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. Пусть морозы.
Well, we still have the power armor frame.
Мы проложим пути дороги по законам своей мечты. И нам не страшен ни вал 9, ни холод вечной мерзлоты. Ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. Ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. И нам не страшен ни вал 9, ни холод вечной мерзлоты. Ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. Ведь мы ребята 70-й широты. 70-й широты. 70-й широты.
Oh, we're doing great.
Спокойной весной вы шумите листвой, тополя, тополя, и не спится вам вместе со мной. Тополя, тополя, мы растем и старимся, но душою любя юными останемся. И как
Oh, you got back just in time to see that one, huh?
вы уроните пух на ресницы и плечи подруг. Тополя, тополя, и как
So, there's the federal ration stockpile.
уроните пух.
It's full of people who don't like me, but they also have all of my stuff. Namely, they have all of my alcohol, and I need it. They're pretty well dug in. I think that guy over there was a shish kebab. And there's a couple more down this way. Yeah, there you go.
Я люблю тебя, жизнь, что само по себе и не ново. Я люблю тебя, жизнь, я люблю тебя снова и снова. Вот уж окна зажглись, я шагаю с работы устала. Я люблю тебя, жизнь, хочу, чтобы лучше ты стала. Мне немало дано. Ширь земли и равнина морская мне известна давно. Бескорыстная
Excuse me.
дружба
Not many doctors around these days.
в звоне
Should let me take a look at you.
каждого дня. Как я счастлив.
What's new, Doc?
Not nothing. Sorry. Just trying to practice medicine.
Not now.
All right. Excuse me.
Yeah, she actually is that heavily radiated. She also has my stuff.
Есть любовь у меня. Жизнь ты знаешь, что это такое, как поют соловьи.
It's extremely funny. Like this is Frost's idea of a joke, basically. Yeah. Like one of like a vanishingly tiny number of doctors in the game, and she lives outside of fucking radioactive Shrek Shack. Anyway, I figured out why I keep dying. It's because radiation can still kill me. So I'm gonna.
I can patch you up if you need it. For a small fee, of course.
Patch me up, Doc.
Go over your symptoms with me.
Too much radiation. I feel sick.
You're definitely sick, but you don't have enough money to cover my fee. Sorry. Was there something else?
Never mind. We're done.
Very well then.
I was going to ask to browse the store so I could see what of mine she had, but if I stay there any longer, I will drop dead.
Я люблю тебя, жизнь, и надеюсь, что это взаимно.
Oh, hey, ArcJet.
Глядел на меня, ты искал меня всюду. Я бывала бегу
I remember this place.
а теперь
It's
тебя
ArcJet. That's where you go with fucking Buzz Lightyear to go fry some synths. I meant to do that.
за окном, то дождь, то снег, и спать пора. И никак не уснуть, все тот же двор, все тот же смех, и лишь тебя не хватает. Я иду без тебя.
That was amazing, yeah.
Переулком знакомый. Я спешу не с тобой, не с тобой, а с Наташкой. А тебе
I seem to be inside the doctor's shack. I don't know how I'm still alive. Mod has some very, very, very funny ideas of what safest means.
тот же свет. И лишь тебе не
It has been an amazing just cavalcade of nonsense.
А за окном то дождь, то снег, и спать пора. И никак не уснуть, все тот же двор, все тот же снег. И лишь тебя не хватает чуть-чуть. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла.
I think we actually move faster in first person. Anyway, I'm just kind of vaguely hoping that there is a bed in there. Because I'm going to reveal something. Normally, ArcJet is inaccessible in this mod. However, there is a series of... let's go with add-ons, I suppose, that make certain game locations accessible.
Разбила сердце мне, покой взяла. Ах, эта девушка меня с
There might be one in here, actually.
разбила сердце мне, покой взяла.
Sometimes these will have beds.
Потерял ее, вместе с нею любовь.
It does not.
На щечке родинка, полумесяцем бровь.
Not going back in there.
Эта родинка меня с ума свела, разбила сердце мне, покой взяла. Ах, эта девушка меня с ума свела.
Just drag ourselves in here.
Покой взяла. Пустелый свет пройду, но найду я любовь.
He's having a real bad time.
Полумесяцем
Let's let the ambiance in here. Oh, hey, a gun. Uses 38, and I don't have any of that. Oh, non-hostile.
Protect and serve. Protect
hi.
and serve. Unidentified.
I think this is base game. Oh wait, no, this isn't base game.
Intruder detected. Beginning search.
No, still not. Still not hostile.
Protect and serve. Scanning for all clear. Intruder identified and your
Shit!
The radiation has taken its toll. Your death was lingering and extremely painful.
Yes, it was. It extremely was that.
Сделай свет рай.
Regrettably, I don't think we're gonna find a bed in here. That was a nice gun, though. So I am going to just take that again. Oh, fuck. It's too perfect. This has the same energy as that door in Fallout 3 that when you open it is bricked over on the other side and it just says fuck you. Anywho, I don't think we're gonna find a bed in here, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna take a sit on this couch here. And I think since we've been going for a little under 4 hours, I think I'm just gonna call it here for now. Figure out what I'm gonna do about the whole being lethally irradiated thing, because I'm pretty sure that we have 0 hit points right now. Yeah, we have 0 hit points out of 95. So I gotta figure out what to do about that. And next time we'll explore this building. As I mentioned, there is stuff to do in here. Oh yes, we do love to do stuff. Good night, thanks for coming by. See y'all next time.